Yes, Valley Club, the rumors are true. Green Goblin Classic is the next legendary character coming to Marvel Strike Force and his team, Superior 6. And in this video, we're revealing all of it. We've got all the kits for Green Goblin Classic, the rest of the Superior 6, and we also have the reworks to the Sinister Six, one of which will be on this Superior 6 team. So if you're ready for all of that, Valley Club, then you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we are going to reveal the full kits for this guy, Green Goblin Classic, along with the rest of his team, the Superior 6, and the reworks to the Sinister Six. But before we get to all that, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We have at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel with reveal videos, question and answer videos, news videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But let's get right into these kits. Moving on to the test server, starting off with Green Goblin Classic, the first legendary of this team. And once again, to unlock this character, you're going to need either the new Avengers and or Rebirth, depending on what difficulty you are trying to unlock this character at. But looks to be a very good character. Now, Green Goblin Classic will have some awaken abilities. And as you know, Black Cat also has these awaken abilities, but they have not been released in the game yet, months after her release. So who knows how long it's going to take for these awaken abilities to be released on Green Goblin Classic. Okay, let's start off with his basic. Basic looks to be an okay move. Attacking the primary and adjacent targets, 260% damage. Applying defense down. This attack cannot be counterattacked, and the T4 is going to add more damage to the primary and secondary targets. The Awaken ability, in Crucible, you're going to gain 10% crit chance for each Spider-Verse character that is present. So not just on offense, not just on your team and the enemy team as well. Moving on to the special 2-turn cooldown. You're going to have offense up and speed up. You're going to clear the barrier on the primary target. You're going to attack the primary target, 300% damage, and you're going to do the following to the primary target. Reduce the speed bar by 25%. Flipping one random positive effect to defense down. Flipping another positive effect to negative effects, or all other positive effects and negative effects. Applying heal block for 2 turns. And if the primary target has safeguard, instead, gain offense up and speed up for 2 turns. Attack the primary target for 400% damage. Reduce the speed bar by 25% plus 10% per Sinister Six ally. And does say Sinister Six. So you could use all of these characters here because all these Superior 6 also have that Sinister Six tag. This attack cannot be blocked, dodged, or counterattack. And with the T4 does more damage to the primary target, 350% more. That is pretty big. Applying trauma, and in Crucible, applying trauma for 2 turns instead. So strong move there. And moving on to the ultimate 6-turn cooldown, you're going to start with clearing all barrier on all enemies. You're also going to attack all enemies 150% damage, which seems a little low, but you're going to do this attack multiple times. You're also going to do plus 75% damage against any target with safeguard, flipping a positive effect to a negative effect, and applying heal block. You're also going to reduce the speed bar by all enemies by 2% plus 2% per Sinister Six ally, and the target does not have any positive effects. Apply trauma to that target. And in Crucible, you're going to clear a charge and repeat the attack 2 additional times. And if the target has one or more Sinister Six protector allies, apply safeguard to all Sinister Six allies. This attack cannot be counterattacked or dodged. And the T4, what the T4 does, which I actually already have applied, the target doesn't have any positive effects. Apply trauma to that target. And if the character has one or more Sinister Six protector allies, apply safeguard to all Sinister Six allies. And as you can see there, the Awaken ability on Crucible offense, getting 2 charge up to a maximum of 5. And passive, this is gonna be a long one, ladies and gentlemen, on Spawn, gaining 3 charge up to a maximum of 5 in Crucible, filling the speed bar by 9% per Sinister Six ally. That's a lot of speed bar. While this character has charge, lower damage by 15% plus lower resistance by 200% for all enemies. And that is gonna be good if he has charge because you're gonna be able to land a lot of these effects. At the end of enemy turn, if this character has charge, attack that enemy and adjacent targets by 150% damage. Man, this guy's gonna just be dealing out damage. Applying defense down plus speed up. Flip 2 additional positive effects and negative effects from those targets. You're gonna lose a charge. You're also gonna gain 20% max health. Sinister Six allies are also gonna gain max health. The T4 gives more damage to primary and secondary targets. And while this character has charged, ability block and vulnerable cannot be applied to self or any Sinister Six ally. And the Awaken ability It's on Crucible offense, applying defense up for 2 turns to self and all Superior 6 allies. The tags for Green Goblin, Villain, City, Tech, Controller, Spider-Verse, Sinister 6, Superior 6, Legendary. The unique that he needs is going to be Augmented Experimental Formula, and the speed for Green Goblin is 128. Kraven, the Hunter. Looks like a very nice character model. Let's talk about his kit though. His basic. Attacking primary target 240% damage, chaining to adjacent target 240% damage, applying offense down to each target. You're going to gain counter. The T4, 60% damage to the primary and secondary targets. The special is a 5-turn cooldown, attacking the primary target 280% damage, plus applying ability block, chaining to 4 adjacent targets to 280% damage, applying offense down for 2 turns to each target, flipping 2 positive effects and negative effects on each target, clearing charge. In Crucible, instead attack all enemies 280% damage instead of the 4 adjacent targets, applying ability block to all controller allies or enemies. This attack gains 70% extra crit chance against support enemies, and this attack cannot be dodged or counterattacked. With the T4, you're going to do more damage to the primary and secondary targets and flipping immunity on the primary target. The ultimate, long cooldown, 6-turn cooldown, not available on turn 1, but you're going to start by flipping. You're going to start by doing an AoE attack. All enemies 290% damage, applying 2 bleeds, offense down, and slow, flipping all death proof on each target, clearing charge. And if a target had offense down, applying 2 additional bleeds to that target, applying slow for 2 turns to that target. In the T4, you're going to do 60% damage to all targets and flipping stealth on each target. And the passive, most dangerous game, when this character gains charge. If they do not have charge, flip stealth to disrupt it on all the enemies. On enemy turn, gain +1 charge up to a maximum of 10. Flipping slow on a random non-summon ally that has slow. Flip heal block on a random non-summon ally that has heal block. Enemies that have offense down cannot gain death proof. Ooh, that is going to be tricky. Gaining 5% damage per charge. Gaining 60% focus, and Sinister 6 allies gain 60% focus. I like passives that affect the entire team. And the T4 on spawn, if this character has 2 or more Sinister Superior 6 allies, you're going to apply Safeguard to self and all Sinister 6 allies. And on charge, apply 0 Safeguard to self and Superior 6 allies. I think that's going to be changed. I don't think it's going to be 0 when its final form. As far as the tags for Kraven, Villain, City, Skill, Brawler, Spider-Verse, Superior 6, Sinister 6. The unique is Molecular Cloth, and the speed stats for Kraven, 125. Moving on to the next Superior 6 character, it is a long-awaited Lizard. Starting with the basic, he's going to attack the primary target 200% piercing, flipping regeneration, plus applying bleed and heal block. You're going to also chain to 2 adjacent targets for 80% piercing. You're going to also flip regeneration, apply bleed, and heal block. The T4 is going to do 40% more piercing to primary and secondary targets. The special 4-turn cooldown, attacking the primary and adjacent targets, 220% damage. Do the following to the primary and adjacent targets. Flipping a random positive effect to slow. Flip another random positive effect to heal block. Flip all other positive effects to negative effects. And if the character does not have trauma, transfer all negative effects from Sinister 6 allies to self and flip all negative effects to positive effects. The negative effects were flipped, heal self for 5% per negative effect that was flipped, and he's going to gain taunt. This attack is unavoidable, and what a T4 is going to do, more damage to primary and adjacent targets. And if the primary or adjacent enemies are Hero, Spider-Verse, or are a support, you're going to apply ability block to that target. Very, very good move there. Next, long cooldown, 6-turn cooldown on the ultimate, attacking all enemies, 200% damage, clearing disrupted from all allies, spreading all positive effects, excluding stealth, taunt, and regeneration from self to all Sinister 6 allies. Also going to gain taunt for 1 turn and immunity for 2 turns. And a T4 is going to allow you to do 100% more damage to all enemies. And you're going to copy and clear all positive effects from enemies to self. And the passive on spawn, apply 3 deflect to self and all Sinister 6 allies. Gain 5 death proof. If there are Spider-Verse enemies, fill this character's speed mod by 40%. When a Green Goblin classic ally drops below 50% max health, heal this character for 30% of this character's max health and gain taunt. Gain 50% resistance. Superior 6 allies gain 50% resistance. And a T4 is going to help him gain 30% more block chance. The tags. Villain, City, Bio, Protector, Spider-Verse, Sinister Six, Superior Six. A unique that Lizard takes is Superior Unstable Cloth, and the speed for Lizard is 126, pretty fast for a tank. And the final new member of this team is Spider-Slayer, another form of Jonah Jameson. Starting with this character's basic, he's gonna attack the primary target 50% piercing plus bonus attack 2 times for 50% piercing. You're also gonna apply offense up to a non-summon Sinister Six ally with the highest damage that does not have offense up. This attack cannot be dodged. The T4 is gonna allow you to do 50% more piercing to primary and secondary attacks. The special is a 4-turn cooldown. You're gonna attack all enemies, 250% piercing, flipping offense up, evades, and speed up. If there are any Spider-Verse enemies, attack those enemies for 300% piercing instead. This attack cannot be dodged. The T4 is gonna give you 50% piercing to all enemies. You're all gonna apply defense up, deflect to self and all villain allies. And the ultimate, long cooldown here, 8-turn cooldown, applying offense up to self and all Sinister Six allies, attacking the primary target, 270% piercing, plus 100% drain, flipping 2 positive effects to negative effects. Repeat this attack 1 additional times. That is a strong attack. Call a Sinister Six ally with the highest damage to attack the primary target. This attack ignores defense up. This attack is unavoidable. You're also, with a T4, you're also gonna get 80% piercing to the primary and secondary targets. You're also going to call 2 Sinister Six allies with the highest damage to attack the primary target. And moving on to the passive, on spawn, apply offense up to self and all Sinister Six allies. If there's an enemy Spider-Verse, generate 1 ability energy for self on self or ally crit. Clear all vulnerable on this character. Gaining 20% armor, gain 20% damage. Sinister Six allies are going to gain 20% armor, and they're also going to gain 20% damage. And the T4 in Crucible, when this character or any Sinister Six ally has offense up, he's going to gain 100% accuracy. So yeah, you can't be blinding these characters. The unique for Spider-Slayer is Superior Hammer Tech. The tags Villain, City, Tech, Blaster, Spider-Verse, Superior Six, Sinister Six, and the speed for Spider-Slayer is a pretty speedy 122. And moving on to the reworks for the Sinister Six, all of them did get reworks except for the original Green Goblin in the game and Swarm. Doc Ock is part of this Superior Six team, so he's gonna have those dual tags as well. Doc Ock's base stats went up: health 30%, damage 31%, armor 11%, focus 16%, resistance 9%. And as far as the special, Sinister Recharge, you're gonna now apply 3 regeneration for 2 turns to self and all allies, and flipping negative effects to positive effects to self and all Sinister Six allies. You're still gonna do the summons and everything not listed. This is just the changes that are there. Moving on to the ultimate, you're gonna attack all enemies 350% damage instead of 300% damage. You're still gonna flip those 2 positive effects to negative effects. The wording on the second bullet point is changed, but you're pretty much gonna do the same thing, prolonging the duration of all negative effects by 1 on each target. This attack still cannot be counterattacked. It also cannot be dodged now. The passive, in War or Crucible now, this character has a chargeable Sinister Six ally and they drop below 20% health. Fill that character speed bar by 100% and clearing heal block. Electro also got some stat upgrades. Health up by 114%, damage up by 36%, armor 26%, focus 50%, resistance 32%. Basic got a little switch. Attacking the primary target, still 250% damage. In War, if this character has 2 or more Superior Six allies, reduce the speed bar for the primary target by 20%. So this is brand new. You're still gonna spill the speed bar on Electro by 20% though. The special, bit of a change as well. Still attacking the primary target, 300% damage. Still bonus attacking the primary target, 150% damage per positive effect on the primary target. It is piercing now. In War, you're also going to clear 1 charge from the primary target per positive effect on that target. You're going to gain a charge, and this character has 2 or more Superior Six allies, gaining an additional charge. The ultimate, you're still attacking the primary target, 350% piercing. You're going to attack all the enemies, 280% piercing, but now you're going to clear all positive effects on the primary target. You're going to clear 2 positive effects on each secondary target. And you are still applying offense down for 2 turns, defense down for 2 turns to all enemies. Passive, little switch as well. In War, on ally Sinister Six allies turn, gaining a charge. That ally is also Superior Six, gain 2 charges instead. So a charge for each tag that they have, and 25% piercing per charge. Moving on to Mysterio. Stat increases, health up by 100%, damage 76%, armor 35%, focus 41%, resistance 39%, speed by 10%. The basic got switched up a little, still doing most of the stuff, but you're adding this tag here in war, gaining 2 evades, gaining 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. This attack cannot be blocked or dodged. The special also had some changes as well. You're still blinding the primary target, applying ability block for 2 turns to the primary target, applying ability block 1 turn to a random adjacent enemy, and if this character in war has 2 or more superior 6 allies, apply blind to all enemies instead, and this attack is still gaining that 100,000% extra focus. The ultimate kind of change as well. You're still gonna do that big AoE attack. This character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, flipping all positive effects on all enemies, applying heal block for 2 turns, disrupted for 2 turns to all enemies, summon a mirror image for each charge on this character to a maximum of 5 mirror images, then lose all charge, and in war, this attack's still gonna gain 100,000% extra focus. Yeah, you're not resisting that. The new passive, it is a long one, ladies and gentlemen. On spawn, apply 2 deflect to all Sinister Six allies, gaining immunity. In war, gaining +2 charge to a maximum of 5. Summon 3 mirror images. If this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, enemies cannot gain immunity. On death, summon 2 mirror images with 2 death proof. One of the mirror images has their special ability. In war, summon an additional mirror image with 2 death proofs. On mirror image death, gain stealth. Gain 20% focus per non-summon Spider-Verse allies. Spider-Verse allies are going to gain 20% focus, and Spider-Verse allies are going to gain max health as well. The mirror image of Mysterio also got switched up a little bit. The new basic is going to clear 3 positive effects from the primary target. You're going to attack the primary target for 250% damage, and you're also going to get a 50% chance to generate 1 ability energy for Mysterio. Rhino didn't get as much love as some of the other Sinister Six characters, but he did get some stat increases. Health up by 70%, damage up by 50%, armor 35%, focus 197%, resistance up by 45%, and his speed is up by 14%. The new basic, attacking the primary target, still 290% damage, but now you're gonna apply defense down. The ultimate, well, you're still attacking all primary adjacent targets, 380% damage, but now you're gonna apply taunt to the primary target. And if this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, fill the speed bar by self for 75%. The passive for Rhino got changed as well. On spawn, applying defense up and counter to self and all Sinister Six allies, gaining 5% damage per hero enemy. And last but not least, it is Shocker, also with a stat increases, 122% more health, 68% more damage, 17% more armor, 81% more focus, and 53% more resistance. The basic is now also going to apply assist now to the highest damage Sinister Six ally. The special is also, if this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, generate 1 ability energy for all Sinister Six allies, applying offense up for 2 turns to self and all Sinister Six allies. The ultimate, you're still attacking the primary and adjacent targets. Instead of 120% piercing, 150% piercing. If this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, reduce speed bar by 20% for all targets. The passive is now on spawn, applying offense up for 2 turns for self and all Sinister Six allies. In war, on spawn, fill speed by 75% for a random Sinister Six protector ally, gaining 25% more armor, 10% more armor per Sinister Six ally, 25% more damage, 10% damage per hero enemy. Sinister Six allies gain 25% more armor and 25% more damage. And there it is. Those are the superior 6 coming to the game, the reworks of the Sinister Six that are already in the game. Let me know your thoughts on this team, and if this video did provide you some value in what you're going to plan for superior 6, Sinister Six. Should you build your Rebirth or New Avengers, or just build one or the other? Hopefully this video answers some questions for you, and if it did provide you some value, hit that like button. It is free for you. It supports the channel, and I will see you guys next time. And if you want to check out what are the best teams to use in Arena right now, make sure you check out the video up there. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.